Hi, in this part, we want to create the Cisco logo animation. First of all, open a new composition, insert the logo file into the new composition, and an easy way to get rid of this whiteness is to search the linear color key in the effect and preset section, insert the effect on the logo file, and from this part, we remove the white color that we want. As you can see, it has been removed. If you see a white border that still exists, we can increase the matching tolerance a bit until those white disappears completely. As we can see, those whites no longer exist. We want this upper part, which has a fill line, to be animated and up and down, and the lower part, which is the text of Cisco, to have this own special and sprayed animation. First of all, select layer and shape tool. Draw a shape like this on this layer. You can see the mask one created. We want the movements to be only in the vertical part and not in the horizontal part. Enter the transform section. Here, we want to stretch the picture only in y-axis, not in the x-axis. And these changes repeat until the video ends, for which we need to enter multiple keyframes. Instead, we can write an expression for it, so that these moves continue until the end of the timeline. Hold down the Alt and click the stopwatch. In this section, first define b equal wiggle. We must set two numbers here. The first number is the number of the time we want to move, and the second number is the number of the pixel that get smaller and bigger. 6 means 6 time happen. 25% change means. In the next line, we define the expression so that the value of the x is constant and the value of the y just fluctuates. In fact, y is the same as b that has wiggle. Open and close bracket. Type value, open bracket, type 0. It means it's the variable x that have not changed. And in the next part, b, open bracket and type 1. It means b, which is wiggle acting. If you do not understand exactly what happened here, you can easily copy the code we wrote completely and write it in the expression section of scale. Okay, now play it. And you can see it moves along the y-axis, and you no longer need to insert multiple keyframes to move vertically. Okay, well, the animation of the upper part of the logo is over. Now we want to animate the lower part. Duplicate the same layer of the logo, Ctrl-D or Command in Mac. Open the submenu, the same mask we've defined for it. Then press invert. As you can see, the bottom part of Cisco turned out. We want the Cisco to come from top to bottom. On this part, we create a shape that is exactly where we want Cisco to come from the top down. We put this shape on the top of the Cisco text layer, and now select the alpha inverted matte from the trick matte. If you do not have it, so click toggle switch, it will be clear. Okay, set alpha invert matte shape layer. Now the shape layer 1 been invert matte for the bottom layer. Now we just need to insert the keyframe for the Cisco text layer. Delete wiggle section, hold Alt or Option in Mac and click on the stopwatch. The expression is gone, and insert keyframe for the position and click the stopwatch to insert the keyframe. This is the final keyframe move forward, and now we raise Y from initial keyframe. As you can see, it goes behind the layer we met. And if you play it, you see it that way. Now we select the keyframe to make the movement smoother. Press F9. We move the second keyframes a little further to increase the speed of the movement. We can also change the speed graph. Thus, select keyframe and press Graph Editor. The speed graph appears. We want it to be a little faster at first and slower at the end. As you can see now, it enters the image very quickly and stops slowly. We can provide another animation for this upper part that starts to enlarge from the middle part in the direction of the x-axis. For doing this, we must make a null object, right-click, New, Null, and from here, Parent and Link section, set it to null1. Or another way to set the parent and link to null1, you can drag here and put it on null1 layer. Now it is, if we make any change in the null object, this change will be applied to parent layer. At first, insert keyframe for scale, enter x 0 and further x 100. See how it goes. Select all layers to coordinate the movement. Press U to show keyframe. Before that, select these two keyframes and press F9. And after that, change this keyframe position a little bit further. Exactly where the upper part stops moving, the lower Cisco part starts moving.